Coming around to set these horses running in the first race on Cup Day. As we get Absolve coming up to the outside gate, and they're off now. Slow to go, Barnett from the inside. The favourite didn't begin very well either. It's not showing any early dash. Finally, Fame, it's back second last. And when they balance up into stride now, Absolve is the leader here from Dingle Doolan on the outside, and just behind them, Mr. Perfection. Mark's Vision a little bit wide, and Barnett is back on the rails. 3/4 of a length further back then to General Vladimir. A length and a half further back to Finally Fame, who's second last. And last of all is Space Call. At the 700-metre mark now, Absolve showing plenty of dash, led out by 2.5 lengths here to Dingle Doolan running second, and then Mr. Perfection hard ridden. Mark's Vision is next, followed further back by General Vladimir. The favourite want to catch a cab, I think. Finally Fame, it's a mile back at the 200-metre mark, where Absolve, the outsider, had a handy break. Mr. Perfection starting to run on well on the outside from Mark's Vision. The favourite can't win. 150 to go now. Mr. Perfection has reached the lead from Mark's Vision. Now General Vladimir finishing it off well. Mr. Perfection in front. General Vladimir diving out. There's nothing between them. Mr. Perfection and General Vladimir, nothing between them. Barnett on the inside, I think, might be third, just ahead of Finally Fame. Mark's Vision was next, followed in by Dingle Doolan, and then Absolve, who got very tired, and Space Call is last. Well, it's a close go in the first between Mr. Perfection and General Vladimir on the outside. Mr. Perfection looked home. General Vladimir's put in big strides the last couple, and they've split the line together. Judge calling on the photo, and number 6 has lasted, Mr. Perfection. Number 6, Mr. Perfection, a win to Trevor Bohr in the first race. Number 6, the winner, Mr. Perfection, ridden by Jamie Innes. Number 1, General Vladimir. Paddy Payne is second, and it's close for third between Barnett over on the inside and out wide of Finally Fame. The time in the first race is 58.79. 58.79 is the time in race number 1, with Mr. Perfection, and third placing here goes to number 7, Barnett, ridden by Johnny Scorse. So the numbers are 6, 1 and 7. 6, 1 and 7 are the numbers in race number 1. The winner, Mr. Perfection, is by Canonise out of Fine Habit, a 4-year-old bay gelding, raced by Miss P. Wilson, G. Ferner, Miss E. McLaren and Trevor Bohr, trained here by Trevor, and Jamie Innes having the winning ride. It's just lasted to win. From Benalla, Auntie Wendy to complete the line. Auntie Wendy coming forward now, and we'll soon have them ready here as Auntie Wendy joins the line. Starters happy with them. So this big field about to get underway in race number 2. Dubois drawn down in 1. About to jump. Set for a start. Racing now. Dubois made full advantage of the number 1 gate and landed in front. Beginning quite well, Purdy's Princess and Brood Magic being ridden for the lead today. Just behind them is West Texas, and then just behind them on the inside is Canadian Road. Be My Princess working up quickly from an outside gate. A length and a half then to Rice Farmer, followed by Rippling Tide and Me High Mick. Further back in the race then, coming up the side of the track, is A Little Advice. A good way back then as they travel up the side, there's Loosen the Noose, followed on the inside then by Arctic Toy, and at the rear of the field is Alpine Prince. And just in front of it, Auntie Wendy. Along the side of the 900 now, Brew Magic about a half a length in front of Dubois, keeping the inside running and cantering at the moment too. A length and a half to West Texas, and then Rice Farmer can't get on the track. Just behind them came Purdy's Princess, followed then by Be My Princess, one off the fence. Wider out on the track, just behind them came Canadian Road, making some ground. Very deep around the outside there as they come up towards the corner is Rice Farmer. As they enter the straight now, with 500 to go, Brood Magic is joined again by Dubois, who cruised through on the inside. West Texas called on for its run. Rice Farmer is still there. Be My Princess is whacking away in the middle. Dubois goes to the lead now below the 200-metre mark. Got away a length and a half in front from Be My Princess, and Rice Farmer on the outside. The favourites are going to fight it out. It's Dubois in front of Be My Princess, and he's going strongly, Dubois. Dubois goes on to win by a length to Be My Princess. Rice Farmer's run third. West Texas is fourth. Arctic Toy for well next from Canadian Road, and then Brood Magic, Magic Pete, Purdy's Princess. Further back in the race then was Auntie Wendy, followed by Alpine Prince. Then came well back in the race A Little Advice, Rippling Tide, then Toy Lena, well back as they crossed the line, Loosen the Noose, and last in Me High Mick.
Right, okay, race number 3 at Rockhampton comes up soon. 3, 2 and 9.
From the Cox stable, they've had 8 place getters so far without a winner at the carnival. So they haven't had much luck. And this fellow, Better Wake Up's got a fair bit of ability. He was beaten a nose at his last start, and then he protested. And after a long hearing, it was dismissed. But back here with the pacifiers on, I think he'll run well, Better Wake Up. He's a pretty smart galloper by Rubiton. Goldstein's putting on a bit of an act over here at the barrier. Calais is standing back. It's got a bad barrier here, Calais. It's got a bit of form. It ran 5th at Canberra and 1 at Canberra before that. And the Canberra form does stack up pretty well when they bring them over to Albury. But the wide barrier is a big drawback. Hampton Bell's another one that had only had 1 start. And she was very impressive. She just cantered in here last Sunday week it was. And she was very impressive in winning. But of course she's jumping from that into a Class 1 and has got a wide barrier, so she's got a few things against her. Blue the Lot is another one from the Cox stable. Gee, it's a big horse, formerly trained by Peter Hayes, being ridden by Marie Payne, raced by the Group 1 Racing Club. Now most of them are ready. Blue the Lot coming up now, and I think he might be the last one, Blue the Lot. Starter coming around to set them running now. All eyes on Ring That Bell. See if we can ring up 100 grand. They're off now. Not a bad start, and Ring That Bell won the start too. Landed in front when they settled down from Hampden Bell. Perez has got away quickly, and Better Wake Up is showing good dash, and so is Band 2 getting into a nice position. Calais coming across from a wide barrier, and then Blue the Lot followed by Avero's Lad. Fair Jester is burrowing up on the inside next. Goldstein is caught out wide. But getting back now is Hampden Bell, followed a good way out of its ground then by Zavanity. Well back up the side is Gallant Gentleman, very wide on the track. Further back is Howe's Crystal, followed by Faith in Us, and dropping back is Vain Treese. Better Wake Up race to the lead, coming up to the 600 metre mark. Open up a break of 2 or 3 lengths over Ring That Bell. Perez on the inside is running third, and they're clear then of Band 2, followed by Calais. Then further back is Blue the Lot. In the straight now, Better Wake Up a couple of lengths in front of Perez. The favourite struggling, Ring That Bell. It's not doing enough. Running on fairly well, Fairy Jester, and then Band 2. It's Better Wake Up with a commanding break. 2 or 3 lengths clear of Perez, who's battling on pretty well. Ring That Bell can't go on, but Better Wake Up breaks through for the Cox stable today. He's going to get the prize and get it well, and Better Wake Up has won it comfortably. Second home is Perez, close for third between Ring That Bell, who was tiring, and Faith in Us, who finished well. Then Goldstein, followed by Hampden Bell. Further back then Zavanity. Next in the race then, wider out on the track, was Gallant Gentleman, followed in by Vain Treese. A good way back then was Risky Business, House Crystal, Avero's Lad, Calais, and Band 2 knocked up and ran last. Well, a change of luck for Coxes. Better Wake Up has bolted in. No messing around today. Paddy Payne zoomed it to the lead, and it kept on running. There was no hope of running it down. 3 first, Better Wake Up. Second, number 5, Perez, ridden by Peter Roble, and it's a photo for third to separate Ring That Bell and Faith in Us. It's 3, 5 and a photo. The time 1:08.45. 1:08.45 is the time. So the
third race for Rocky. Khaki at 286.
But back here at Albury, though, one of the races here today celebrating the 100th birthday of the sportsman. With me, their representative here today, Chris Schultz, who falls a bit short of the 100.
Thankfully, Rod, yeah, I'm not quite that old yet, and neither are you, thankfully. We've known each other for many, many years, but seems like 100 years, you might say. But, yeah, it is a special occasion. The sportsmen have got involved with a number of the feature races around the country this year, Rod, because it's the 100th anniversary of the publication of the Sportsman. It's been Australia's greatest form guide, you could say, and known as the Punter's Bible for years. And Wayne Hickson, our publisher, thought that we should try and get involved with some of these big country racing events. So, as you know, we're at the Wellington Boot. Down here today at Albury, and the Sportsman is just, great to be part of these big events to help celebrate the anniversary.
All right, Chris, and the Sportsman still obviously selling very well.
Yeah, well, that's right. It really is one of the...
Chris, can you just hang on one tick, because we'll go to Grafton and come back straight after this race. The Sportsman here at Albury is Chris Schultz, and we were talking about this big bundle of sportsmen there, and I've already got my copy, so I can't complain.
Well, it'll help you find a few winners this weekend, Rod, that's for sure.
I need every bit of help I can get. Chris, just looking a bit ahead towards the Cup, what do you think about the Cup?
Yeah, well, it's a very good race this year. There's a lot of depth, and I think the point's been made. Actually, there's 7 black-type performers in the race with black-type performances behind them. The class runner is undoubtedly the top weight count scenario. Just a little bit worried in the back of my mind that he's going straight from 1,400 metres to 2,000 metres with the 58.5. But I think class will carry him a long way today, and I'm very reluctant to tip against him. I do think the value in the race might be Norm's Bridle. His form has been good. He's down there on the limit weight. He's got a good alley. I think he's capable of running a place. And Born to Dance is the one the locals all want to tip. Stephen King's ride. He's come up here for the one ride, and I think that says plenty about Born to Dance. So I'm tipping that trifecta, 1, 10 and 4 in the Cup.
All right, Chris. Well, thanks for your help today, and it's been a big success, particularly the bonus. It's still hanging in the balance.
It'll be a great thing to see it go off. Bede Murray's such a good friend and a great bloke to so many of us in the media that I think a lot of us would like to see him win it, and it'll be a great thing for the club if it does go off. So he's 3 parts of the way there, Rod, and I think he'll do it.
Good on you. Well, there's a couple of tips from Chris Schultz, and his best tip, if you want to find a winner, buy the Sportsman. Thanks, Nick.
Okay, well done, Rodney. Good on you, Chris. Good to see you. And I'm sure that they're enjoying themselves at Albury this afternoon. It is a wonderful publication, The Sportsman, and we celebrate 100 years of trying to back a winner.
Marnie, he walks in, and the 13 runners are settling in the stalls now at the 1,400 metres. Favourite drawn one, Pickabo. Alongside it, Parada, the stablemate. They stand well in the stalls. Racing now, a little bit slow. Pickabo. Parada actually won the start. Beginning very quickly too as Golden Fine and Miratech is showing good speed with Monda Prince going forward. Parada will balance up about 5th and Molitor 6th with Langer's Luck going forward on the outside. 2 lengths to South Street, followed a length further back by White Eagle, then Kamani Mani Prime Val. A long break further back to Accent and Thurable as last. They're flying along at the 1,000-metre corner, and Golden Fine takes over here. Golden Fine leads by a length to Monda Prince. On the rails running third is Parada, 1.5 to Molitor, and then Pickabo on the rails. A length further back to Miratech, and then White Eagle on the fence. South Street about a half a length further back. 2.5 lengths further back to Kamani Mani outside of Prime Val. 2 lengths further back to Thurable, and last is Accent. 700 metres to go now, and the Cameron horse in front. Golden Fine by a length to Parada, getting a nice run on the inside. Hard-ridden Monda Prince on the outside. Very wide around them now is Molitor, in company with South Street coming into it. Parada into the clear. Pickabo into the clear now, running on pretty well. 200 metres to go. Parada just in front of Golden Fine. Pickabo and White Eagle trying to push through, and Molitor right down the extreme outside. It's Prime Val getting right through from the back of the field to hit the front here from White Eagle on the outside, and Parada. It's Prime Val in front. White Eagle nailing it near the line, but won't quite get it, and Prime Val's got up. A result for the bookies. Prime Val, White Eagle, third in the race, Parada. Then Molitor, followed by Miratech, Thurable. Pickabo didn't go on, neither did South Street. Further back in the race then came Kamani Mani. Golden Fine carved up very badly. Accent was a long way back with Langer's Luck, and Monda Prince was last. Judge will need the photo, but I think you'll find Prime Val has lasted here. Came from about 11th on the turn for Bree Clark, and he's got right up inside the lot of them and got the prize, I think. 13 goes in the frame. Number 13, Prime Val, ridden by Brad Clark. Second is number 4, White Eagle, ridden by R. Silburn. Third, number 12, Parada, ridden by Marie Payne. 13, 4 and 12 are the numbers. The time 1:23.15. 1:23.15 is the time. Fourth home in the race was number 8, Molitor. So it's a result for bookies here. Prime Val paying $81.10 and $18.20 on the tote. So that's a big result for bookies. $81 in New South Wales, $120 in Victoria, and $60 in Queensland. So hope the Sawatsky stables have had something on it. It's a 3-year-old chestnut filly by Cossack Warrior out of Final Choice, raced by the Mathewson family and M.A. Proberts. Brian Sawatsky here, the trainer, and Brad Clark, a brilliant ride off 13 barrier. He's come from last, nearly last on the rails to get through and take the prize.
Yeah, wow, eh? Some big dividends on the way there. You'll get about $22,000 back on the trifecta there, and about a $500 Quinella. I hope you had something on it. Not too many people would have. probably a couple of tickets in that trifecta pool. Now, race 5, Rockhampton, brace slot at $8.80, $4.90 about one.
On doubling to come up.